But yeah, we gonna kick it. I'm gonna do my hair, do a little twistiana, and I hope folks are having a cute day. I feel like mine is chill, but excuse me, I'm trying to keep it that way. But yeah, I just did some twists, you know what I mean? A little something, but I feel like every twist that I put, I feel like I'm gonna just make it more real. I made some oil with shea butter and coconut oil and some RSL oil, which is THC oil. So my plan is just to oil my hair, twist it up, and let it live. I really don't want to fucking do shit to it, dead ass, but I feel like it's about to get matted. I feel like if I don't do something like for real, it's gonna get a bunch of nuts in it. And this shit was fun to do, just these little twists or whatever. But this ain't a real style. It's fun for the day, but we gotta do something for it in the night. But yeah, I just came through to kick it. I still, unfortunately, am afflicted. I'm afflicted with fruit flies. I feel like I am still winning the war, but there are many more battles between me and you, bitch. I feel like they may be living in the walls. I'm absolutely terrified of that reality, but I don't know if that's true. I'm still investigating, but it is distressing. However, I'm hoping, very much hoping, that whatever the fuck is going on figures itself the fuck out. Cause I feel like I used to have a plumber friend, but I feel like once he found out about Dane, he was not happy, and it's unfortunate because he was cool, but I feel like he was not happy. And it's awkward because like we just hooked up, like it wasn't that deep. But I feel like the thing about hooking up with people these days, especially a lot of these dudes, like it be meaning a lot to them, but they'll never fucking say nothing until you fucking move on and do something else. Then it's oh you were something to me, and it's like okay, that's cool, that's just fine. But if you're not saying shit in the moment, how would anybody fucking know any of that? But also, it's okay that it wasn't that deep. At least that's how I feel. I don't think every connection gotta be that deep, but a lot of men do, and they be performing for other men like they don't. What up, Forrest? I hope you're doing well. I am the LGBTQ community, but for the sake of the question, sure. That's awesome. Justin, if you talk more, for sure. But I've never seen you in my life, so that's why I'm saying. The amount of motherfucking robocalls I've been getting is insanity. Um, y'all are sweet. I'm literally just kicking it, trying to get my hair done. I have a fruit fly that is trying to make out with me, and I'm so distressed about that. Courtney, what up? I'm definitely doing my best. I'm a bunch of things when it comes to LGBTQIA plus, but that's not what this is about. No, I'm just doing something called a two-strand twist. It's basically where you take two pieces of hair and then you twist them up. I basically did like some fake locks in my head, and I don't want my hair to get matted. So I'm trying to, I identify as that bitch. That's actually my pronouns, but you're good. Like that's the thing about it. You know what's funny to me? I feel like as a trans person, I never asked other trans people this many questions. And like I think about how like some people are just so curious about transness. Like they won't go online and like read about it. Like they'll ask people, and I feel like the other layer to this is like when I show up in the world, a lot of people assume like I'm a black girl. And like for people to like be constantly like trying to figure out my gender, I'm sure for some black folk it's like what the fuck. But I really hope folks can see that like gender is a part of white supremacy. Like they feel powerful, like calling attention to my transness. But what's more important is that transness is connected to blackness, and I really hope more people investigate because there's a reason why so many black creators are being called trans. There's a reason why, like, being called a man or trans is supposed to be so eviscerating. I hope folks look into that because, again, white supremacy uses many tactics to feel superior, and this is just one of them. Listen, again, notice, they think that it's funny to make fun of my voice. They think it's funny to talk about having a big black penis. Like they're obsessed with blackness. Like that's the very clear thing. Is like we're literally just sitting here. I'm doing my hair, and they have such a desire to talk about overt sexuality involving blackness. They have such a desire. It's so fascinating. Like you can literally hear whiteness. And one thing that's really important to remember is you don't have to look white to be white. Whiteness is a behavior, and whiteness literally tells people that they're superior for no reason. So, again, some people really think that they're better than trans people because they're not trans. It's very sad. It's very sad, but just the same way white people think they're better than black people, that's what transphobes are doing too. And I pray they see it. I pray they see it in time before they alienate more people that love them and want to connect with them. That's what I really pray. Because some of y'all have trans folk around you right now, and the way you operate are terrifying, and we're getting away from you all the time. And at some point, you're gonna realize the people that you're close to don't really love you. They wanted you to fight us. That's what's really frustrating. Is like a lot of white people don't realize like you're not really beloved. You're not really superior. They're using you. And some of you won't even see it in real time. Like y'all will really just use your whiteness to like try to harm people. It's so sad. Like you could really change your mind. Like you could really change your mind. And it's very obvious some of y'all would rather feel faux superior than be in community. That's what I've learned just being around white people is they'd rather feel better than people than actually be in community. I'm crying. I'm crying at someone saying that I'm lost, but they're hanging out here. I actually rejected my family. I decided they weren't good enough for me and I left. But notice how like they want me to feel abandonment when I'm literally telling them something that could connect them to community. Notice how they fight when someone is talking to them candidly about their behavior. Like all they have are insults. That's all they have. All they have is trying to belittle. They don't have any self-actualized thought. Whiteness literally wipes their brains and they just speak to people like they're little kings. It's sad. They say no kings, but as long as they get to be them. That's why America looks like the way it is. Like they won't talk to each other. They'll look at everybody else as the problem. It's so sad. How do you go about building community by communicating? Like right now, I'm building community by setting a standard. I won't endure. I'm kicking people out all the time. It's not that I'm too good for my family. My family standards were too low for me. They were abusive. And so I'm sure more people understand what that means than you mocking me. So that's why I'm not even like really sweating it too hard. Because I'm sure a lot of people got away from their family that wasn't good for them. And I'm proud of you, whoever you were. They didn't deserve you. They lied. Fuck them. Right? My hair cute as fuck. I'm crying. Like, I just want y'all to consider that when someone tells you, like, what happened to them, you have to ask yourself, what's the point of trying to make that person feel like they're lying and to try to make them feel like they were really abandoned? Like, it's actually okay for you to, like, just, do your own thing. Man, listen, if white people really want to fight, you could just leave. I'd rather that. Like, dead ass. Like, my life is set up to where I don't have to talk to white people that much, so it'd be cool if y'all left me the fuck alone. Dead ass. Like, that's the thing about it, is like trying to be nice to white people, trying to talk to y'all. It's so boring. Y'all be so boring. Like, you're just so invested in trying to be posturing above people, and it's just so boring. There's no solving white people. Like, that's the unfortunate thing, is like white people are more invested in harming others and destroying the climate. So like, if we're being serious about this, I'd rather focus more on Black joy. I'd rather focus more on like all of the things happening here that don't involve them, because like talking about white supremacy at this stage and then like white people being like willfully ignorant, it's just it hits a little different at this point. But again, a lot of white people won't understand, or won't listen to hear, rather. I mean, I just don't think that we're in a time where white people really want to think. I think a lot of them want to just like believe what other people are saying. And so I feel like that's another layer to this, is that like white people are like just believing what other people are saying and not really like having critical thoughts. And it's awkward because like a lot of us are exhausted. See, here's the thing. White people have already expelled themselves to different areas. There's nothing we can do to white people. Like, that's the thing about it, is like white people have power over us. And so what I'm doing is acknowledging that that power over us is actually fake, that like they actually are not more superior, more powerful. They're living in delusion. And because of them living in that delusion, they're projecting that onto the rest of us. So a lot of white people actually believe things that are not true, but they won't do any kind of research to figure out why they think like that. Who told them that? Where is that coming from? The lack of curiosity white people have is part of the issues that people who are not white are experiencing today. You can't say not anymore. It's, again, we're talking about white supremacy as a system. Y'all are tools. I'm a tool. White supremacy can use me as well. We have to be candid that like we're not trying to find the bad person. This ain't no Hester Prynne Crucible type shit. And that's the thing. White people, I need y'all to hear that you've done something wrong, but that there can be repair. Like, I need white people to think about repair. I need y'all to consider that, because so many of y'all are like, oh my God, like people are talking about us. We are. We are. But I want you to focus on repair more than anything, because again, when we focus on the rupture, white people tend to get really upset, and that's just so derailing. Let's focus on y'all giving some money. Like, again, if y'all want to check out some cash apps, if y'all need any cash apps to share with anybody, just let me know. Like, that's really where I'm coming from. Like, I don't want any white people to sit around and be sad. It's just like, be sad with each other. Like, to like start a club for like white guilt, and talk about how sad you are. That's fine. But like, really, like, get some money together and send it to some black folk. I feel like I support the earth the most. I feel like I support the earth. I support the fact that we're all nature, the fact that like white people have distorted what humanity is. Like, white people literally created the idea that there is humans and not just like other things on this earth, and the ways that we're supposed to operate like we're above nature when we're literally nature too. And it's the ways that we're supposed to see ourselves as superior because white people see themselves as superior. And so we're all supposed to feel a little less superior, but still superior to every other piece of nature. Again, the future is indigenous. No one's going to space. Just for anybody that's here, the future is indigenous. The future is indigenous. Don't be sorry. Thanks for chilling. Appreciate you. But yeah, no, white supremacy really does allow white people to live in delusion. And so whenever y'all see people of color, um, okay, take care. I'm good. Listen, I want folks to do research. Just do your fucking research, okay? You don't have to accept anything I say. Well, again, there's just some things I'm not going to engage with because I can tell you're not doing any reading. And like, I'm not trying to fight with anybody here. I'm just sharing something. If you're upset, that's valid. That's valid as fuck. But if you're just like making statements about me, like I'm good. Like I'm not making statements about you, the individual. I'm talking about whiteness. I'm talking about white people and gen. And if you're hurt as a white person, that's actually okay. Like I really need white people to really be okay with being hurt. Like some of y'all really need to be okay with that, with feeling sad about your ancestral fucking pain. Like clearly your ancestors were down bad, bitch. Like why the fuck would you enslave another person? Like that's some down bad shit. Down the motherfucking badness. But what can you do to like really be transitioning that legacy? No, it's just some rose petals and some nutmeg, a little bit of vanilla and some cinnamon. Okay, I really don't have time for the white people were slaves first. Like, I think one thing we have to really stop doing is trying to make it seem like all enslavement was the same. It wasn't. And again, if you're unwilling to look into the MAAFA, which is literally something still unfolding today, then you're not really speaking about what I'm talking about. If you want to talk about white people enslaving other white people, you can do that any day you want. We're not talking about that though. And again, it's a way that a lot of white people like want to talk about like just things that are so obscure in history that have no effect today. Like again, it's the way we talk about the Holocaust, but we forget that like Hitler perfected this. Like like Germany had already caused harm in Africa. Like literally, like there are so many layers to history that are missing, and so many people just think violence is happening to white people more than it is. Like it's actually by the time white people get harmed somewhere, they've been ignoring the black people being harmed, the indigenous being harmed. And so with that being said, in America, it's the way that like many people, especially black people here, were not like aren't immigrants. Like they didn't come here to like start a life. I'm not saying no black people because obviously there are some black people that came here after, but everyone that comes to America, like your family came here, like chose this, you're privileged as fuck because there's so many people who can never leave. So many people that can't even get a fucking photo ID. So many people that can't get certain paperwork to leave this fucking place. And even when I talk to people who have left, that energy is very much like, they don't fuck with Americans, but like asterisk, they don't fuck with white Americans. So if you're not white and you can speak the language, you can get away with like blending in somewhere else, which is very interesting to think about because there's a lot of black folks that have gone to Mexico recently. And it makes me wonder, like, it just makes me wonder, like, how that's about to go, you know? I feel like I visited Canada a bit. I went on a cruise. Like, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm a world traveler, but I've worked mostly in hostels, which is basically like if you're in the United States, like most people here use hotels or motels. A hostel is kind of like I may not have money for a room for myself, but I can afford a bed. I want to say you can usually get a room for like under $50 there. And so I've like talked to so many people from so many different walks of life, and I've been really grateful. I've lived a lot of different places in America as well. Not by choice. Like some places I didn't choose to live, but I definitely visited for a long enough time to catch some vibes. But with that being said, I do want to say the first country I brought up was Canada because it's the closest country to me. Canada is another country technically, and there are a lot of Americans who never go to Canada. I just want folks to hold that, like, in America, like, not a lot of people get to leave. Like, again, as I just fucking said, there are many people, and especially if you're non-white, like, leaving America is a big deal. And it usually means you know someone out there. It's very rare. Again, there's such a big movement of like black folks telling other black folks where not to go. And I hope folks can hold that, like, there are places where black folks tell other black folks to go because they're seeing black folks being treated well. And so traveling, going abroad when you're non-white, but especially when you are a black person, like that's not like you're like it's the ways that like anti-blackness is global. And some people really think like it's just so easy to leave this motherfucking project. Like again, America is a cigarette corporation slash fucking slash Nazi camp. Like it's the way that it's like part gas chamber, part cigarette company, part crack house. Like honestly, like when people talk about America being great, I'm just like, wow. Like you can just tell like they eat McDonald's every day. You can tell that like they go to the gas station and talk to the people. Like you can tell like while they're pumping gas, they're making conversation and bothering people. Like you can just tell like America for them is just a fucking it's a shooter, bitch. It's an eight ball because it's like what the fuck are you talking about? Like, babe, again, it's the way I've only felt more shook to even like make eye contact with people because it's so awkward. If you are non-white and you want to move to America, you are privileged. Like if you can move to America from another place and you are a person of color, that is called privilege. Just so you know. Just so you know. Many people in America don't leave. This is not me saying no black people leave. This is not me saying that. There are many black stories. Many black people don't leave though. And it's not because they don't fucking want to. No, and see that's the thing too. Like there are just so many people from not America that come here, and like I want to, as I've been talking about, like my grandfather would be seen as a black man in America, even though he's a mixed man in America, and him coming to America, as he said, as he was dying, this wasn't it. And why would someone from Jamaica come to America and say this ain't it after fucking 20 years there? Like he had no reason to fucking lie anymore. Nobody white was gonna hear him. It was a private conversation on a deathbed. Like he really like kept that shit for a minute. And I think about how many people can say I hate America. I actually recently had a thought about how I was in high school and I had this homeroom teacher that would get mad as fuck if we didn't stand for the flag, bitch. But so many of us didn't do it. Like by high school, we wasn't standing for the flag, bitch. I don't know about y'all. Is anybody in here in their 30s and remember like having to stand for the flag? I remember one teacher was irked about it. Like he was very annoyed that we wasn't up there. And we was just like, you bitch. And it's the way that like there's a draft seemingly for like 18 to 35-year-old or 18 to 25-year-old people. And I'm just like, sweetie, we weren't even saying it. The millennials weren't even saying the fucking flag shit. How do I feel about America? I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, I feel like as someone who's like half my family came here voluntarily, half my family is mixed people, is white people, is stolen people, wild seeds. Like, that's how I refer to them. And so, with that being said, like, my opinion on America is there's not enough like that. Like I just feel like I don't have the time to really cuss this bitch out like I want to. But if I could like just make a little playlist of songs that like just explain how I feel about America, the first song would be Crime Mob, Nuck If You Buck. That would be the first song just to open it up. Um I feel like the next one would be Earth is Ghetto. My bad that I forgot homegirl's name, but if you type in Earth is Ghetto, she actually did a fucking music video, which is beautiful. Not you still stand for the flag. Not you still stand for the flag. Hear me out. Why are you standing for the flag exactly? What are you standing for the flag for? Yo, I wish I got food stamps. Don't tempt me with no good time, bitch. I wish I had some food stamps right now. Bitch, I'm gonna ask my man to go ask his mama to give us some, bitch, because that sounds good right about now, bitch. I feel like the Mexican spot will let me flip them for some burritos, for real. Your forefathers were rapists and motherfucking colonizers and made people sick as fuck. What up, Sierra? I spit and piss and dookie, like honestly, and diarrhea on the forefathers. I'm not here for it. Not justice for America. LOL. Like, do y'all realize that America's Voldemort? Or are y'all still thinking it's Harry Potter? Like, are you okay? Like, what? Like you can like it's the way you can hear that you're talking to white people because like the way that they think they're the good people in America. It's like no, girl. There's no good people in America. We all part of the motherfucking cigarette corporation that's motherfucking killing people. Not bitch and not Martian. I gotta go. 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 Right, America is really dookie. Like America is really Beelzebub. Like America is really not even Ursula, bitch. Not even Ursula, bitch. Ursula's better than America. Even Yzma, bitch. Like honestly, not the greatest nation on earth. No, bitch. They be hurting everybody. That's why people come here so they don't get hurt no more. Like that's why I really think my grandpa came to Jamaica. He was like, well, maybe it'll be better in America. I'm not smoking American cigarette. I actually got tobacco from a Native American person. So and like even saying Native American is hilarious, bitch. Like that, like I'm not gonna say their tribal name, but it's just like, sweetie, stop, bitch. I'm a wild seed. I'm stolen. Like I'm not. Like no, 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 no. Like I said, I have ancestors that decided to come here, and I have ancestors that had no motherfucking choice. Have you ever been on a blind date? Have you? Right. I love the way you spelled Ursula. You know what? I'm gonna just go because it's the way that you're annoying. Yeah. Again, I just feel like some of them are really so distressed that like America's not a great place, and it's just so awkward because like white people really want to fight about this, and it's like, what's there to fight about? Like you've been lied to. That probably sucks to wake up to, but that's feel your feelings. Like some of y'all need a journal or make a YouTube channel. Like I really wish more white people would make YouTube channels and talk about being white. Like I really wish that because then people would see like their thought process. Because again, imagine thinking you're white today and like not having anything to talk about. That is so sad. Like as much stuff as I bring up, that like just from hearing that I have privilege, like so much stuff comes up. It's like how are white people just sitting there? And it freaks me out because it makes me think about like all the different stages of like grief, like having to accept something that like is hurtful. And I'm not trying to take up too much space, but it's like I'm sure there are white people that are hurt finding out that whiteness ain't real. Worse, it's harming people and it's fake. And again, like the ways that I just don't hear more white people like having that moment of like, this is what I've done or this is how I've operated. Like I just don't see it. Not unwritten. I'm screaming. I am screamed. Again, it's the way that like white people instead of like asking like, oh, like what do you mean? They'll be like so performative. Ooh, Meryl Streep. Mm. Meryl, I've been meaning to talk to you and Cool Beans because, like, you, Trilly, and Cool Beans have been, like, holding it down as mods. And, like, because I turned back on the ads, like, I do want to be more, like, equitable moving forward. And so, like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure if we're connected outside of this, like, through text or through Instagram, but if you want to message me, like, I want to figure out a way just to, like, just make sure I can support y'all in certain ways. Cause again, like, y'all be making sure these rats and gnats just stay out of here. I got enough going on. So I just want to say thank y'all to all of you. And I talked to Trilly about it earlier and they said they were open. So, okay, bet. Where just like like I'm not trying to like make I like here's my idea was like part of the money, but part of the idea was also like maybe there were other things that we could negotiate, but I'm open to all of it. I appreciate. But again, these are just like random thoughts I have. I feel like we should all talk about it. Just because again, like y'all have done so much to support the space. And I feel like if the ads start rolling like the way they used to, it might be cute, something nice at the end of the month. So just thinking. But yeah, I wanna say that I really just came here to do my hair and kick it. That's really it. That's really all I came to do. Ooh, also, my Twitter is popping right now because I remembered I posted mad good videos from like 2023. And so if anybody is still on X, at Marshmallow on X, there's so many great resources on there. And so I hope folks check it out. Oh no. And just see what's on there because there's like existential stuff, philosophical stuff, resources, just so many layers. So, excuse me. I hope folks check it out and see what's up there. Um, I'm crying. I feel like between me and you, like, yo, ever since that last mushroom trip, I've not been good, dude. Like, it's bad. Like, honestly, like, I was trying to bring up, like, Teen Mom, and, like, one of the things that was happening in that trip for me was, like, and if you haven't seen Teen Mom, my bad. This is such a non sequitur. It doesn't matter, but it does. But I remember like seeing the scene where like Janelle was trying to get married to fucking David. No, for real. And just a little backstory on Janelle. She had a son and then basically left him with his grandma to get high. And she was always high to the point where like it was supposed to be funny that she was struggling with addiction, but in retrospect, it's just very obvious that like she needed a lot of support and like she had a lot of power because she was like the star of the show. And it's like she wasn't a star because she was doing something great. She was a star because she was a mess. And she was a mess and she was a mom and she was a fucking teenager. And so in retrospect, watching just any parts of the show back, it just fucks me up because it's like, man, like I'm sure in ways like the show did feed them. I'm sure in ways like the show gave them a lot, but then there's other moments where it's just like, at what cost? Yes, and hear me out. Like Kesha, like low key, bitch. I just remembered that I love Kesha. Like she was just fun. She was a fun girl, but again, like Janelle basically was a character on the show who was just known for being a mess. And her mother was always dragging her and roasting her. And the way her mom spoke to her, you could tell like they didn't really ever have conversations. It's very clear that like things escalated very quickly between them verbally. Exactly. No, see that's the thing though. It's like I don't know. There's layers to this, but I'll just say that the scene I'm talking about is like Janelle, the mess character, was getting married to this man who you could tell was very abusive to the children. And the way he was on camera just felt very comfortable being abusive. And the way MTV aired that shit. And I remember when I saw it originally and I thought like the shit was fucked up. But watching it again, like recently, like right after taking mushrooms, I like literally started breaking down crying because I was like, whoa, like I'm watching a little baby who's naming what they need. Like they're verbal enough to communicate what their needs are. And like you're just like throwing them around the fucking yard to get out of your way to set up for this wedding. And like in retrospect, it's like this is literally what the next few years is gonna be, like you not getting enough food, you not getting enough attention, and like they're trying to set up this wedding so hard and they're abusing you in the process and they're filming all of it. And I recently saw the baby that I saw in that scene, like a photo of them, and it just made me sad because you could see, like, I feel like in retrospect, you can kind of see when kids are being abused a little bit. Like you can see it in their face. Like you could see in the faces like of both of the kids that like they just didn't have it anymore. Like they were just like they'd seen a lot. And I think about like I don't know. I just think about like when you're little and like you're always smiling, always laughing and shit, and then like when you're being abused as a kid, like all these photos where you look solemn as fuck, and like that's what I'm seeing. Hey Shirley, we're talking about Teen Mom. Um, Chelsea settles. Wait, I feel like I talked about her before, like a while ago. I feel like she what up Asia? I feel like she was talking about like losing weight. Am I crazy? Um I'm glad y'all are both cute. But yeah, no, I feel like yeah, weight loss surgery. Listen, I feel like at this point, I feel like everybody should do what they want to do. But I feel like problematic thought, like dead ass, I feel like all fat people are beautiful. And if you are being told the opposite, or if you are, just feeling like you being fat is being attacked, I feel like no one has to explain why they get weight loss surgery, but it makes me sad, like genuinely, whenever I see fat people losing weight. And I know some people will think that's problematic, and that's again, it's my problematic thought. Like it makes me sad, especially right now, because I feel like there's just such a spectacle of weight loss. And as someone that used to think they wanted to be skinny, I'm grateful that I'm still fat. Like I'm really grateful that I like my body, but I know that everyone's not going to be there, and like that's actually not a failure. Like I feel like there's no like manual on how to like love how you look. And what's worse is that the TV literally instructs you to hate how you look if you don't look a certain way. And so with that being said, like a lot of forces against you, bitch. And so it actually makes sense why we think we're ugly. Like it actually makes a lot of sense. And I feel like recently, like I've just decided I'm cute. And like even if I think I might look kind of busted, like I'm still cute. Like I've just decided that. Like no one can like make me feel ugly anymore. Like I'm just gonna always be cute. There are times where gorgeous is gonna devour cute for sure. And I'm getting to the gorgeous, but there are times where I'm just cute and that's fine. And again, it's the ways that like even just like looking at myself in the mirror and just being happy with what I see, that wasn't overnight. Like there are many times where I look in the mirror and I'm not happy with what I see. It's not linear. It's very static. I think we all have days where we're just like, damn, I wish this or that. Or God forbid you put on something that used to fit and don't. Or God forbid you put on something that used to fit and it's too damn big now. I've had that happen very recently. And that shit was frustrating because I wanted to look cute in my outfit and this shit was like low key too big for me. And it was making me just stressed about how like, damn, I can't afford to like buy new clothes. And then I also don't want to fucking alter the clothes I have. Like, I just feel like the labor in like losing weight or gaining it is a lot. And so that's why it's a problematic thought because in the end, it really doesn't matter what the fuck I think about anybody's body, right? It really doesn't. But unfortunately, we live in a world where it do be mattering. Like, people do care. Um, I mean, hear me out though. Ugliness is very much, in my humblest opinion, connected to how like how do I say this? I feel like there are times where we think people are ugly, but really like they're just older. Like sometimes ugly is just like a word we use because we don't want to explain like the way we're looking at this person or like what we're focusing on. And again, it's the ways that if people had to really tell you what was ugly, they'd actually have to tell you that they were, you know, a lot of times being anti-black, being ableist, being just a lot of things, being a lot of things. Right. No, truly buy nothing. For real. Buy nothing. There's gotta be some cute bitches in Memphis. I believe it. Listen, being a fat person is not for the weak. Like people really are mean as fuck to us all the time, and it's really crazy. Like I literally turn on the camera and people are like, "You're fat. You're fat. You're fat." And it's like, I know I'm fat. Is there anything else to offer? No. And that should be having me dead as fuck. Because it's like, damn, like me being fat is a problem. Like me being fat is stressing you out. But see, that's the thing though. Like, if when we're saying people are ugly, like, what are we really saying? Like, I really want us to just like confront that. What you from Memphis folk in London? That's cool as hell. I'm glad to hear that. I'm crying. Do I support lesbians? I support the LGBTQIA. But I want to be super candid that I don't support any like lesbians who are true scum. Like I don't support any like lesbians who won't date trans women or who are openly like transphobic. Like no, thank you. Not one eye bigger than the other. That's fucked up. People do you realize people can't choose their eye or their ear placement? Like again, the things we think are ugly really are about like how we are looking at that person. Like maybe you wouldn't want to like I feel like low key when people say people are ugly, they're really talking about what they wouldn't want to look like. And I feel like you're basically telling me you don't want to have a googly eye and you don't want to have one ear sagging. Like you're telling me that that's how you will feel if you look like them. You will feel like you are ugly, which again, I feel like it's very telling because you're not them, but you're focused. I can't even laugh because, babe, when I get drunk, I got one big eye, one little eye. So that's my community. That's my people. Don't like not too much on us. We might have been drunk. We might have been a little drunk. That's that. Again, sometimes people think that people are ugly, but really they're like, and I don't even want to go there. I really don't want to go there. But people will say ugly and they just mean you're fat. People will say you're ugly and they just mean that your clothes are not like the newest clothes. People will say you're ugly and you're just fucking tall. People will say you're ugly and you just have wide black features. People will say you're ugly and you're just not light skinned or white skinned. But with that being said, people will say you're cute because of those things. People will say you're cute because you're white or lighter skinned, and it really makes you think like what is cute, you know? It really makes you think like what is beautiful. It really makes you think. Absolutely. But see, that's another layer to this too. Is like, are people who are not like it just makes you think about like when people want to look at you, when people want to talk to you, when people want to be around you, like experiencing that is such a good feeling. But the opposite of that is such a shitty feeling that I absolutely understand why anybody would just like not want to be fat, bleach their skin, change their features. Like I'm very much at a point where it's like the world really does hate black people and it does hate black features and it does hate deep dark skin. And so I never want to be on the side of like the colonizer and be like, oh, I'm going to hold you accountable for like what? Like the world literally telling you that like you would look cuter if you did this or that. That is why so many fat people are losing weight right now. Not because they necessarily want to, but because the world we live in is fat phobic as fuck. And so if they lose weight, they're going to be an uplifting story. It's sad. But if I went on a weight loss journey, you know how many people pop out and be like, I'm so glad you're not wasting your potential. It's sad. It's sad, but that's what it would be. If I said I'm losing weight, you guys, people would be like, "Oh my god, I thought you were gonna be fat forever." Like the way people feel so comfortable telling fat people, "I'm so glad you're not gonna be fat anymore." Like they're monitoring your weight. It's sad, but we live in a world that hates fat people so much that they look for fat people and watch us. Like they pay attention to when we gain or lose weight. It's sad, but it's true. Like people look at celebrities, but also regular ass people and notice whether or not they got work done, whether or not they're smaller, bigger, darker, lighter. People are constantly wondering, what did that person do? And our society is lookist. Our society looks at people and decides things very quickly. We don't take a lot of time to consider, like we can ask this person a question. Listen, I'm just a ponderer. I just like to get high and talk shit. I feel like if I had money, I'd probably be like a philosophy major. Like if I really had money, I feel like I would probably spend it trying to share all of the cool things I've ever learned online, like on a big ass screen somewhere for free. And there'd be good ass popcorn. There'd be good ass popcorn. I feel like between me and you, there would be Mexican Coke and Mexican Sprite and ginger beer. Just because I feel like, ginger ale's fine, but I just like ginger beer got a better taste to it. Truly, that's fucking sad. That shit is tragic. Like when people hype unintentional weight loss, that shit is weird. Again, but also we live in a world where people think people want to hear that. Like we live in a world where people think people want to hear, you look so good. Have you been losing weight? Like that's a compliment. And I feel like sitting with that is just a very like it's a moment because again, if are you losing weight is a compliment, like what is being fat? You know what I mean? Like just existing as a fat person, what is that? If there's a compliment in asking about weight loss. Not my readings in a hut. Honestly, friends, if we were together right now, I would really prioritize pleasure and play. I would really be on some like, let's get that fire going. Let's roast up some meat, some veggies, like maybe even some plantain. Like maybe we could smoke some plantain on a coal. That should probably be tasting good as fuck. Like butter, like maybe rub the plantain in butter and then smoke it on a bed of coals on the banana leaf or the banana leaf. Bitches know about the banana leaf. But yeah, no, I'd prioritize us being around a fire pit, enjoying ourselves. Like if we could get a reading in, that'd be fun. I want to do free readings for cancer. I do, I really do, but I just gotta get my energy right. I just feel like, whoo, bitch, cancer season's so heavy, ain't it? I feel like I'm underwater, bitch. I feel like a wave hitting me. I got like a brick of like ice and like mad strawberries and a grapefruit, bitch. It tastes good as hell. How do you all deal with people or coworkers constantly have to be right and will reframe a situation? Ooh, yikes. Between me and you, I would document, especially if you're trying to keep the job, I would just document moments like this. Truly, I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. But yeah, no, I think I really feel like I want to do that one of these days. I'm about to go talk to my backyard neighbor and see if he'd be cool with me filming back there because I'd love to do a bonfire with y'all. I feel like that'd be really cute. I just feel like it's COVID safe. I'll have Dane's speaker out there. We'll have some music. I don't know though. Like that's the only thing that's frustrating to me is like I don't know him like that, the dude that lives back there. And like if I'm like having a good time, I really don't want him to bother me. Like that's the only thing. Because I don't want him to bother me. There's also a part of me that's like I could do the shit at the park down the street. Like I literally live down the street from the park, but I'm just like, bitch, do I really want to do that? Like, I don't know, bitch. No, yeah, as a person that has cancer, important cancer placements, like I have a fucking um ooh, excuse me, my Jupiter's in Cancer, and so I feel like I also found out today that like the ninth house is like the house of luck, and I literally have like a Capricorn stellium in the ninth house, which is really fun sometimes, but other times it's like I said, I realized by reading deeper into my chart that like people are always gonna talk to me. I'm never gonna be left alone. I'm never gonna be a background character. I have too much in my chart that literally tells people like, come talk to this one. Like they'll talk to you. They're safe to talk to. And again, it doesn't matter like what kind of resting bitch face I have. Like people still always come up to me. And like I literally made a video when I was like doing some sex work in Tampa. And like it's called like Angela from Tampa. And I watched that video and I was screaming because I'm literally outside smoking. And this Asian woman just comes up to me, starts talking to me mad long, starts praying for me. Like it just was so much. And it was just like, yo, like things like that happen to me all the time. I'm literally minding my fucking business. All of a sudden somebody pops up on me. And like people be wondering how I be getting in all these silly situations, but it's like I'm telling y'all, people just pop up to me with opportunities all the time. And obviously discernment, you know, I'm learning not which ones not to take, which ones don't make no fucking sense. Like I'm learning that. But again, like it's the ways that every time I turn around, somebody's telling me about something, somebody's telling me about this or that. And I'm grateful as a ninth houser because I love to learn. But at the same time, it can be overwhelming. And that's why I be taking long ass breaks from like being perceived because it's like, yo, like sometimes you learn stuff and it's devastating. Like sometimes you learn something, you read something, you watch something, and it really takes something from you. And we don't live in a society that honors that. Like our society very ghetto. Like it's so fucking ghetto here. Like ugh. Like when I think about like what you just said, Meryl, about like the indigenous way, and like how like ugh, like so many of us just need like to lay down by the fire and like just be sang to, you know? I think about like the little things that add up in our body, like the way that like not having our family like work in a community set, like the fact that like our families had to like go and work somewhere and leave us with whoever the fuck, and then they teach us and they're not teaching us, and some of us barely got taught by our family, and then like you get out into the world and people be wondering why you be getting played out here, and it's just like, well, like it's the way that America really is a setup, and it's so frustrating because there's so many people that think you're dumb, you're not smart, and it's hurtful because what is dumb, what is smart, and no one can tell you. No one can fucking tell you. Like no one really fucking knows their damn self, and yet people will tell you you're stupid because you failed. People will tell you you're stupid because you didn't do this or that, or you weren't able to achieve this or that. And I just feel like honor the fact that you're trying, friends. Honor the fact that you're thinking deeper, that you're feeling deeper, that you're allowing yourself to feel as deeply as you need to. This is my last one. But yeah, no, honor all of that shit. It's all necessary, it's all important. Yo, truly you're amazing. Not a toxic Virgo, dang. No, Gemini season was a lot. It really was a lot. But yeah, no, going back to the coworker thing, like definitely document what your coworker is up to. Cause like it's the way that like you're literally working a job just like them. But for some reason, like some of these toxic ass work environments be needing somebody to treat like shit so they could all feel superior at this little ass job. Just please know like you're not alone. A lot of jobs like focus on intimidating people, harming people, doing like it's like called like Darvo, like when you're actually the one causing harm, but you make it seem like everybody else hurting you. It's wild. But just be aware. Like there's some people out here at the job that really do get a lot of they get something out of it. It's so sick to me. Like I feel like whenever I'm at the job, I'm just trying to make everybody's life easier and not even trying to cause nobody stress. Like I realize we're all here to get this check and leave. And it's the way some people be playing games. And I'll be like, bitch. Like, they don't pay you for the games. Like, you don't get paid for the games. Why are you doing the games? Like, I'd be really so surprised. Like, they be really telling you at the job, like, with their behavior, like, I have nothing going on, bitch. This is high school for me all over. Like, some of these bosses want to be mean girls so bad, and it's like, sweetie, you're not Regina George. Like, you're not. You're nothing of the fucking sort. Like, you're not Lasagna. Like, you're not Lasagna Boulevardes. Like, La Cienega. Like, you're not her. You're none of these girls. But for some reason, like, now that they're like in charge of the girls, like, they're losing their fucking minds. And it's like, sweetie, oh man. Mm-mm-mm. It's the way I almost plotted on the bitch. It's the way I was so close, bitch. I was really losing it. I was really getting mad as fuck out of nowhere. Not really out of nowhere, but I was really getting mad about some old shit. I found some old videos, but then I found some other old videos, and like, I'm just so grateful. Like, you ever just like remember, like, and that's also why I turn on my camera, because there's times where I be going through stuff, and I swear to God, I don't be remembering. Like, I know I went through something. I know that something happened, but there's just videos that I'll watch, and I'll be like, damn, girl, all of that? That's crazy. Cause I don't remember that shit out the fuck all. Like, I be laughing the fuck along to my videos like I'm watching somebody else. Cause I'm like, girl, that's crazy as fuck. I'm just grateful as fuck that I like literally did not have to suffer too long, bitch. Just really fucking grateful to see videos where I'm talking about things I want and I'm getting them. Like, seeing videos from like 2 years ago where I was just like looking so scraggly, but like was just trying my best to just stay alive. And it's just like, I don't know, just it just makes me fucking, it warms my heart, bitch. That like, even when I was down bad, I still was like showing my face, cause like, bitch, it meant so much to see, like, in the midst of everything. Like, there was like, I forgot, like, when I lived with Erin, she had a kitten named Juno, and that kitten loved me so hard. And it just made me so sad. Like, I want a cat so bad, bitch. I want a cat so bad. But I'm gonna just keep on going to the fucking Humane Society and kicking it with the cats over there. I might not. I probably will though. I mean, I feel like assimilating into things is really fucking easy, unfortunately. Like, we don't live in a world, or a country rather, that really allows us to have like free thoughts. Like, sometimes that frustrates me so much that like some stuff you'll only hear because someone is bringing it, is carrying that message. Like, there's so many things that we won't hear because the people who carry that message are silenced or are hurting or are tired of sharing. And so I feel like that's where I'm at when it comes down to like assimilation, is like there are so many people who are like kept from knowing that they're being taught how to behave, that every experience they experience is teaching them how to behave when they get out of their home, when they get out of their church, when they get out of their school. And as I was saying, like on X or on Twitter, MARFMELLOW, I found a bunch of TikToks that a lot of them are fucking deleted, which is really scary. But I found, like, I just feel like in 2022, 2023, like, I was just like, I have to make sure like some of these TikToks don't die. There are so many TikToks I found over the years that were just so necessary to have found. And so I'm hoping that folks get something from them, or at least check out the people that said the shit, because TikTok is just, it's so amazing. I don't know. Again, I feel like between me and you, I could see me being on TikTok live. I don't know about TikTok, like making like TikToks. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. But I feel like going live on TikTok might be real. But I feel like you have to make TikToks to go live. I feel like that's the only reason why I'm not on there right now, is because I much prefer to like sit down and kick it with people and like have a chat versus like make content really. But That's why I created the Discord. Is because I know that there's people that want to talk as well. I know I'm not the only person that wants to talk. And so I started a Discord called People Online Who Want to Talk. It's for people who are BIPOC. As I keep on trying to offer, there will be a space for like white people to be a part of. But it's just not being developed yet. It's not a priority. And if I'm being candid, the desire is to create a space where white people can be candid about what they have to offer. And sure, like if white people decide to talk to each other, that's great. But with that being said, like the focus is just more so like trying to, get needs met. Ooh, Trilly, that's smart as fuck. That's smart as fuck. See, and that's why we all gotta talk. I Trilly, before you got up in here, I was talking to Cool Beans, and Meryl Streep. I believe y'all both were in here at the time, but I could be wrong. But basically, I decided I'm gonna turn on the AdSense for my videos, because I know that if I did that, my videos would get pushed more. And I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like as much as like I do run a business, I feel like I'm also a philosopher. And as much as I appreciate being able to create in this space, I want to make sure that I'm being equitable because all of these thoughts are not mine. As much as I try to share sources and root where the work is coming from, I may fuck up, I may fail. And so my thought process is like all the mods here have been supporting so hard. And so my desire is to try to figure out how to like just pay back to y'all. I'm crying. Not okay. Of course, again, like if you're a mod here and you've been supporting, like I just want to make sure that people are getting supported. And y'all do a lot of work in here. I'll do a fucking lot of labor. So I definitely want to find a way to be transparent about how much money is coming in. I don't think I'm getting a check this month. I want to say like the AdSense is at like $60 and it's been there since like April. Like I want to say April was the last time I got a payment. And so with that being said, I'm hoping that by turning the AdSense on, it means good things for all of us. I'm also hoping it means that the channel moves more because again, turning the AdSense off when you're a partner, it basically tells the algorithm like don't put ads on this, which again, I've been keeping the AdSense off for more than one reason, like not just because like the work is not just mine, but also because sometimes we listen to music in here. Sometimes we're watching copyrighted material, and I don't want the channel to get struck. And so, with that being said, the Discord is kind of a way to do something together that might be a little bit more intimate than going live. And again, who knows what that can become? I know some people on there have become friends, which is really cool. And who knows, like there might be somebody that lives close by to you and maybe y'all can be in each other's bubble or be in each other's support system. The desires are very much, to talk and to connect and to remember that like if we don't communicate with each other, we're going through a lot. We're going through a lot of pain. And I know what that's like to kind of shut yourself away from people. As much as I'm very visible online, I've definitely like left before and felt like I needed to hide or isolate or just take myself away from community. And so I'm hoping that like by creating a space on Discord, like people know that we're not always all available, but somebody might be down to laugh with you about something. Listen, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that on Sundays, like we have something to do with each other. I'm grateful that people make time and space for each other. I'm grateful that we get to chat with each other. Like I'm just hella grateful that like that space exists at all. What up, Tay? But again, I just want folks to remember, like, if you're feeling like you're not communicating enough, you're feeling like you're not listening to enough music, seeing enough art, I feel like the desire was really to like try to also create a home online for, just people that also feel like, the internet feels more real sometimes than being IRL, which is wild to think about. But I've definitely had convos with people online that were so wild in retrospect. Like just talking to other people who also are online and like we're constantly like showing our face, like the ways that like we perceive other people, like the ways that we are perceiving ourselves online. It's a lot. And so I think the Discord just offers a place for people to be perceived without having to also be perceived by a bunch of people that they can't see either. I'm not sure what that is. Please explain if you'd like to. But yeah, no, my energy is really just to try to connect with as much people as much as possible. But I also know that rest is revolutionary. It's a part of devotion. It's a part of caring for yourself. And so I feel like after I smoke this, I'm definitely gonna get the fuck out of here. Do I have virtual reality? No, I don't. I've tried VR before. It was fun. It was fun, but I feel like I mostly play Grand Theft Auto. Like I feel like that's the game that's always hitting for me. I also like Sims, but Sims is just boring to me right now, and I'm sad because I want to play, but I know I'm gonna have to update all my fucking files, bitch. And that got me not even want to play. I might have to. I don't see. That's the thing too. It's like, can I play if I go offline? I don't know. But I know my Sims about to be looking raggedy. Like it's the way I gotta start a whole new Sims game, bitch. If I play Sims. Depressing. Also, I officially didn't get that job, which was kind of sad. But if I'm being candid, bitch, as I said, I have like a fruit fly infestation in my home right now that I'm slowly but surely getting rid of. And the job was going to have a fruit fly infestation there already. Like they literally had one while I was there. So there's a part of me that's like, it's probably for the best. Horizon World on MetaQuest. Okay. Good to know. No, see, Animal Crossing sounds cute as fuck, but I'm just like depressed. Of course, I have Wicked Whims. Low key, if you go to my Twitter, like I'm gonna share some of my Sims content. Like I used to be having fun as fuck on Sims on Periscope. That used to be such a moment. Like I'm so sad that the Periscope I can't see the old lives anymore. Like I am so sad because there were so many moments on the old Periscopes that were so fucking funny. Urgh. So depressing. Like Max Data, one of the people in here sent me the link to like try to archive it, but by then it was too late, which is so sad. But yeah, no, The Sims is a great video game. I love it, but mm-mm-mm. Like bitch, I had one of my Sims. Like I got the mod where you can make your Sims sex workers and like get money for fucking. And this dude tried to run out the house without paying my Sim. Like tried to play her. Bitch, I killed him with a grilled cheese. And it was funny as fuck because like for some reason when the action actually went through, they were both outside and like she's butt naked. And I'm gonna be real with you, it reminded me of that Erica Badu music video where you see her booty. Like she literally like stuffed a grilled cheese into his face until he died, and then she's just walking away, and he's just like on the ground, shit dead. It was amazing, but again, it was one of the most hilarious moments of my life. Because first of all, I didn't know that tricks could run off on hoes, but I definitely did not think that we'd be able to kill him with grilled cheese. And I want to say we also robbed him. They have a rob. They have a robbery action. It's beautiful. Very grateful. So yeah, we robbed him and then we killed him with a grilled cheese. And then why the fuck? One of my other Sims, she had just gave birth and her fucking baby father was dead ass in the bathroom getting his dick sucked by some random bitch, and he was in charge of making the fucking cake. And I'm like, girl, where the fuck is the pound cake? Like, why are you in the bathroom getting your dick sucked? I actually am about to kill you off. But I can't remember what the fuck I did with that game. I think I just left the save file. I just had to leave. Yes, window seat. It's amazing. It was one of the most amazing gameplays of my life because again, I had a house full of hoes and we was just like getting tricks. We was just it was an amazing gameplay. Like I feel like Sims really did their big one with that one. But obviously it was the creativity of a fellow player. But somebody created a mod where you could hoe, and it was amazing. I had 3 different hoe sims. I'm actually about to do that shit again because that shit was fun as hell. High key, bitch. You saw IG Reel with Sim sitting on a man and she killed the man. Yeah, no, you could do a lot. You could do a lot. Like there, I feel like you could kill someone with your booty. There was one where like you just like open your butt cheeks and just like clap it to death. Like you clap the person to death with your booty cheeks. And I never did that one because it looked crazy. Like I did it one time and I never did it again because I was just like that was just too fucking much. Like I never seen a booty open up to beat someone. This is why we don't have any sponsors. It's true. Anyways, but yeah, no. I feel like playing Sims is really fun. I also feel like Grand Theft Auto. I just feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm getting bored of killing the police. It's just not as fun anymore. It used to be, but I feel like I'm getting too good at like beating my 5-star. Like I feel like I'm just getting too good at just getting away from them. Like I'd be getting mad. Like I'd be on a 4-star and they'd be like giving up. I'm like, bitch, don't give up. Come get me, ho. Ugh, so boring. Like I'm getting too good at the game. I don't know. I think I might try to play Dead Rising. I used to really love playing that game back in the back. But I really like that game because I feel like it was like Walking Dead, but a video game. And it explored like what you would do if you were a photographer trapped in a mall that was hoarded by zombies. And it wasn't like a regular mall, it was a mall that also had a grocery store attached to it. And there's all these different like characters. And the grocery store dude was terrifying. He was a dude who had like gone crazy from all the zombies. And so he had like taken a shopping cart and put like mad like sticks, like sharpened sticks all throughout it. And he would just be running back and forth with a shopping cart that was like supposed to mow down zombies, but he's trying to kill me, bitch. No, tell me more. I'd love to hear more about the game, but I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like Dead Rising, I'm only interested because, like, I just feel like I just remember being depressed and playing that video game and it felt good. But I think I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of game I want to play. I'm really not sure. I actually got back on Bumble because like I was watching one of my old videos. I'm gonna repost it. Actually, I already reposted it. It's called like I made it. That shit had me dead as fuck. I literally had to remember that when I was living at that white witch's house, I was like interviewing a bunch of people to like be my employee, and that shit was a fucking nightmare. But what I was trying to say though is that I was playing hella fucking video games and they just like helped me like forget how fucking crazy things were. But now I'm back on Bumble trying to find like play partners. Really? Time control. Well, I'm down to check it out. I'm down to watch some gameplay for sure. I appreciate you for sharing with me. I feel like um I feel like I forgot that like I had a Bumble account. I also saw one of my old friends on Bumble and I was like, I don't know, I wanted to swipe on them, but I ran out of swipes. And then I was like, maybe I should leave them the fuck alone. Like, just because it's like I want to say something to them, but I already did reach out on Instagram and they didn't get back to me. And I just like don't want to be like double texting like and be seen and like make it seem like I'm like trying to like bother you. Like if you're being silent, like that's okay. Like you don't owe me anything. So, but it was wild to see her face because I was like, damn. I was like, life is crazy. But I'm hoping I brought this up to say that I'm trying to find people to play video games with and find people that do cool stuff. But I'm also trying to find clients again because I remember like I found a bunch of clients on fucking Bumble like when I was back on there. But I just deleted it when me and Dane started dating, and it's like I don't know why the fuck I did that. Like It's the way that like when I'm with a man, I be like really forgetting like there's more to life. Like there's other things, there's other relationships to have. Word. Ooh, emotional. Okay, turn of the Drew. Honestly, on some Twitch shit, like I low key want to figure out how to play video games and like stream live. Like I'm really trying to figure that out because like I would love to play Sims with y'all. I would love to make some whores in a whorehouse. I would love to just create a cute little whorehouse and just create a bunch of hoes, you know? It's a fun game. I also like to play game. Oh, you know what I also love to do in Sims? I love to create like seven random like strangers on some like real world and like just give them all different personalities. I like to even like be dramatic and like have like a little piece of paper where I write down like who's like an Aries and like I'll do like a randomization thing where like I'll just like I'll click like three times to get their name, click three times to get their traits. Like I'll just make a bunch of random strangers and just see like who likes each other, and then I'll just stir up the drama, you know? That's just my idea. I like to play like dress up. I like to make like random people and like project on them that I know what they would do. And then like basically the first couple that gets pregnant, I decide based on what's happening already, like are they gonna be happily ever after? Or are they going to be in separate houses? You know what I mean? And like that's kind of how I populate cities. Like I basically make like houses full of people. Like I'll use like one city in the game to like make houses full of people that are like on like a reality show. And then once I find out my couples, then I populate the world. And then from there, like who knows? You know what I mean? Usually I end up getting obsessed with like one of the families. Like usually I end up being like, oh my God, like I love this relationship or I love the way that they're parenting. And then like I just get caught up and then I get lost again. Like I've played with for generations a few times. Like sometimes it's really fun to play with like multiple generations, but sometimes it's really emotional. Like as someone who doesn't really have a family, like sometimes like creating families is just like oh, it's intense, but I feel like I'm gonna like look into it because I'm sure someone's created like a Sims therapy gameplay at this point. Like make your grandmother and give her a better life. You know what I mean? Like create your maternal grandmother and like make better choices for her than she had. I play on a MacBook. Dane lets me play on there, and like he literally doesn't open that MacBook up. Like I feel like he's been using it in the past to make music, but I feel like he may start again. But up until like I feel like I think I told y'all like I gave this baby my PlayStation just because I felt like maybe she'd like you know want to be a gamer. Who knows? I don't know. I feel like I just saw a lot of myself in her, and I really just was like, you're gonna need something to escape. Like, having a white mother is hard. No shade. Like, I feel like, do I miss my PlayStation? Sometimes. But I feel like Sims on the PlayStation sucks. Like, if you play Sims, like, don't get it on PlayStation. It's terrible. Like, if you can't get it for console, or if you can't get it for computer, I wouldn't do it. And dead ass, I would only do it on desktop. I would not get I would not put Sims on a laptop. It's a waste of time personally. It's just not as nice. Like just get you a desktop if you can. And lowest of keys, like I don't know how many people here feel safe to go dumpstering. I know like some people think dumpsters are disgusting, and don't get me wrong, a lot of dumpsters are nasty. But believe it or not, there's some dumpsters out there that are actually quite clean and they're full of great stuff. I know CVS and Walgreens has great dumpsters. Walmart, between me and you, Walmart real sloppy with their dumpsters. And so you might go there and notice that there is a whole bunch of corn in a dumpster. You might go there and notice there's a bunch of motherfucking apples or some shit. Who fucking knows? But like they don't really take care of their dumpsters, and so between me and you, I would not hit Walmart during the summer, just because like the bees and flies that will be back there, not good for you. But when I lived in New Orleans, we would go dumpstering a lot, and I feel like Walmart dumpsters were so fucking nice because like Walmart, they throw away fucking donuts, cakes, all types of stuff. And don't get me wrong, like I know some of y'all are like, oh my god, y'all are eating out of dumpsters. Yes, like dumpstering is a real thing. Somebody asked me, like, do you ask? Between me and you, I feel like personally no. Like I feel like you don't want anyone because here's the thing. Once once someone knows you're going in the dumpster, they may lock it and that's their right. But the thing about it is like once a dumpster's locked, it can become like a legal issue to go in it. And so if you're able to get into a dumpster, hush, get it and go. But if you can't get into it or if they lock it, do not bring it up. Keep going. Just go. No, tell me more. Also, sidebar, did y'all hear Carmelo Anthony? No, is it Carmelo? Is it Carmelo? Can someone just fact check this for me? It was the boy who had stabbed the other boy in self defense. Apparently, he's being indicted on murder charges. I'm crying. I've never bought a gram of weed in my life. Like I'm crying, and no one's ever fronted me a gram. I don't even smoke 1 gram at a time. Like that's wild as hell. Like sir. No, his name is something Anthony. I want to say his name is Carmelo though, but I don't think his last name is Anthony. I could be really wrong on that. And no, he's not a basketball player. There's a young black man who is, unfortunately, just got indicted on charges. I don't know if anybody has seen this story. I feel like some people saw it. But yeah, there is a younger black man who was being intimidated by not even black man, a young black boy, or a teenager rather, who was being intimidated by a white person who was also a fellow teenager. And basically, like from what was being said online, the white children were very antagonistic and they were attempting to beat up, the black child. And he is, yes, exactly. Wait, like Cool Beans, can I ask why you just wrote that? Like, I just want to know your tone. Because I feel like low key, I feel like some of my miscommunications in here are because of people's tone and like me not knowing what it was. And so I'm just trying to understand like why you wrote Young Black Boy. Justin Fan, I'm pretty sure we just kicked you out. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure. Oh, got it. Heard you. But yeah, no, I don't remember his name. It's no shade to him. It's very much I'm just trying to ask like if folks remember like that story. But if folks don't remember the story, we can move on. I'm not about to like try to just give you the bare facts, but unfortunately he was indicted on even though he was acting in self-defense, they are indicting him and it was really strange again to just see so many people talking about how like there are so many moments in this country where like we'll hear a story and we'll be waiting and waiting and waiting and like it's the way I absolutely didn't expect for the story to go this way and maybe people might think I'm ignorant but again it's all the facts that came out from the story that were very much giving like he was being intimidated and was acting in self-defense and again it's the way it didn't fucking matter and now he's going to fucking prison. No, like that's the thing. Like when you're on the internet, like people just want to be seen. Carmelo Anthony, thank you so much. See, I was right. I had his name right. I appreciate folks for getting the information truly. But yeah, no, he was 17 years old and he killed someone in self defense, and they're taking his fucking life away. all because white people foolishness. Like, it's the way white people will really do so much. Like, they'll do so fucking much, and people still won't see it as like connected to white supremacy. Like, they still won't see it. Like, cases like this probably happen all the fucking time, but the fact that like his family was able to, get more of the story out. Like, it's the way that like the internet was very much like invested, and it's the way that like it's just the way that like there's just so many cycles of abuse happening in America. Like, you'll hear about somebody dying and you get like 1 minute before you hear about another person being harmed, another person, and it's just like, good God. And then again, like when you bring it up, people will look at you like you're fucking crazy. Like the gaslighting of like living here and perpetually seeing Black Death, and then perpetually, attempting to acknowledge like how it's connected to all of us. And again, the way white people will drag, the way fellow non-Black people will act strange. And what up, Mish? Hope you're doing well. I'm literally just lamenting about living in the system of colonization that we're in, and at least looking out the window a little bit and noticing that it's pretty out there. But other than that, I feel like I was just taking a smoke break, bitch. Just a little smoke break. Man, I really wish I liked sitting outside in my house. It's just the mosquitoes are not playing, bitch. Like, I got bit so bad. Like, they are not playing this year. And, bitch, they don't even, like, again, they don't care. And I'm terrified. I'm terrified of them. I don't like bugs already, bitch. And the mosquitoes just be eating me up. They really want me to suffer. That grapefruit and fucking strawberry. What a combo, bitch. Low key. Damn. I might try to make like some strawberry sorbet. I've never done it before, but I got lemons and I got strawberries in the freezer. We gonna see. Bitch, thank you so much. Like, I appreciate solidarity. Like, I feel like the fruit flies have really been making me feel like just attacked. And it's the way, like, I swear I go in my bathroom like every hour and just go in there and try to regulate, because it's the way that I'm pretty sure they're trying to live in the drains in the bathroom. Now that I bleached my sink in the kitchen, like I've been bleaching everything, bitch, like bad. Like, I've been doing the most with the bleach. I fucking hate flies so fucking much. Every fly, bitch. Low-key butterflies kind of bother me. Like, I don't want to say I want to kill them or nothing, but like, there's just moments where I'm like, why are you flying like that? Like, why are you coming at me like this? Moths, like anything with an aerial advantage, I'm just like, can you not do that? Like, can you just be like a Pokemon? I don't want you to fly at me. Listen, butterflies are beautiful as hell, but no, like, bitch, it's the way they keep on trying to fly in the fridge, bitch, and I'm just like, nah, like, nah. Oh my God, one tried to fly in the freezer and I almost let it. I almost been like, you know what? But I know that ugly bitch gonna try to eat up my kale, so no. They're evil. They're so evil. And like, again, it's the way, like, I'll never forget like putting my rug from the shower in a plastic bag, and so many of them were like breeding in the fucking in the rug. Like a bag full, can you imagine a bag full of flies, bitch? That shit fucked me down. Can I put down a bowl of vinegar? See, that's the thing. It's like it's beyond that. It's beyond that. They've found multiple places to try to live. Like, it's frustrating. Like, there's so many things that I have to go through at this point. Like, there's a hole behind the toilet that I feel like they got back there. Like, like, because I've been like going so hard in 2 rooms, they've been actively trying to find other places to spread. And like, I have a bunch of like cans, because like we save our cans for collection. And I'm pretty sure some of them were fucking in there. So I had to like fucking go through all of them, rinse them out, put them in a motherfucking bag. There's just been a lot of things that like were not a problem for months, and now they're all a problem because like the bugs are like really trying not to die. Like at this point, all of our trash cans are outside. Like we're not even fucking with it because they keep on trying to fucking live in the trash can. And yes, we have a trash can with a lid. That doesn't matter. Like they're getting through the fucking lid. But not Hopper from Bugs Life scared you, bitch. I'm screaming. I'm fucking dead. Nah, the fruit flies are really diabolical though. I really can't wait for fall to come, bitch. I really cannot wait. Fall is such a better time of life. Like I'm so ready for hot cider and candy apples. That's all I want. And like instead of hot cocos, I want like a hot caramel with like a fucking bag of motherfucking Earl Grey in it. Bitch. You ever order takeout when you should have got groceries? I fucked around. Don't get me wrong, it was delicious as fuck, but it's the way I would have really appreciated some Cherry Garcia and a steak right now. More than what I got. Like that's the shit, bitch. Like I remember when you could just like get a DoorDash and a fucking grocery trip. Now I'd be feeling like you gotta do one or the fucking other. What up, Brazil? Hope you're doing well. Hey. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you're having fun. That's so cool. I know like as a kid, like a lot of us could not write shit on the wall or write anything anywhere really. So that's exciting. Yo, like not having housing and like trying to decorate is like hilarious because like you really can't even believe you have housing. So I think that's a big part of it, like just like the belief that you actually have this place. And then also on top of it, I feel like I've been depressed as fuck. Like I feel like I've been depressed for a minute. Like since I fucking lost that job, I was so fucking depressed. And it's not because I wanted the job. It's because like the way these white bitches dragged me, like I'm not getting called back for shit. Like they really like tried to burn me out here. And it sucks. But the cool thing is like the people that would trust them and believe their word are people I wouldn't want to work with or work for anyways. Like it's the ways that I'm not looking for any validation from that, but I am still sitting with like the pain of knowing that like um I didn't get to like do what I wanted to do. I didn't get to like exist fully there and like be heard out. And it's just like I don't know. There's just moments where it just feels safer to like just work for myself and work for my community. But I've been applying to places again. I tried to apply for the Detroit hostel, but I had to really sit with like the questions they were asking, and some of the questions were like, "Why is Detroit important?" And I really was like blanking. Like there were some things to say, sure, but like I started thinking about how like I actually probably need to like learn more about that city. Like I've been out in Michigan for a while, but like actually living in Detroit, I wasn't there for very long. And even when I was in Detroit, I was in the burbs. And so I never was like really in Detroit like for a long period. And so with that also being said, there's many layers to working certain places, and I feel like if I were to work at that hostel, I would have to like be taking people places. Like that's part of working at a hostel is like you're kind of like the representative for that city. And so if I'm being candid, like I probably should not be like working there because it probably would be better for somebody who's from there. Like low key, one of my friends would be amazing at it, but she's too good for that place. Not to be shady. They have, and that's why I'm also trying to be mindful about like why, like, what I should do. And like I really miss working in hostels so bad. Like that's the one thing about living out here is like there's so much like affordability, but there's not really hostels. Like there's one in Detroit and there's some in the north. But I think Detroit is probably like the closer one that like I would want to actually even like work with. Like maybe not like be someone who like has like is getting paid by them, but just to be like someone that's like around there, just to like see what's up. Because again, like who knows, there might be something else. No, I'm in Michigan. Um, but yeah, no, I feel like as it stands, like I just miss working in hostels because again, like you meet so many different people and it's so funny, like what people from different countries think about America and like how when they come here, they're like, oh shit. Like it's just funny to notice like how people like realize like how insane it is here. Not to mention like just getting high as fuck with like people from different countries. Like I got high with this dude from like Singapore, and he was like, "In my country, you'll die for this." And I was like, "Not here though, bitch." I passed him the blunt, like, "Let's go." And it was funny as hell because by the end of the blunt, he was smiling like shit. He was like, he was holding the weed and looking at it so like dramatically, and then he goes, "This is beautiful flower," and I was like, "Indeed." And I'll never forget that because for the whole summer, me and my people were like beautiful flower. Like we were just like, yo, I'm about to go fuck up some beautiful flower. Like that was our word for weed because like it's the way that this man was like convicted as fuck. He was like, this weed is beautiful. I'm like, it is. And in your country, they killing people over it. Isn't that crazy? Like again, it's the ways that like that's what I'm invested in as a person. I love having conversations with people that have them like, wait. I love it because it's like, what were you thinking? What was on your mind? I appreciate that. New Orleans is a beautiful place. If you can, definitely visit. Definitely, treat the locals with respect and care and kindness. But if you can't get up out there, though, that's okay. Like, just enjoy the music, enjoy the culture from afar. Um, I definitely was down there for a while, several times, and I really thought this might be the place for me. But I think the thing is, I think what drew me to New Orleans in the end, like, it's just a place where you could really just be your full self. And I know that some people may not appreciate that sentiment, but I feel like it didn't really matter how you look down there. Like I just remember like just again, it's like I'll say this. I feel like the city can kind of feel silly at times for people who are not from there because when you go down to New Orleans, there is this sense of like cosplay that a lot of people are doing. And so I think that that's part of my experience as well. That like any like fashion risk, I probably wouldn't take in the North. Like in the South, I didn't feel like that would be so risky. Like there are just like ways that like people kind of expect a theatrical or a more campy experience, and not to mention like people are down there are like performing, like there are people out there dressed like clowns because they want to be. And again, it's the ways that again I'm mostly talking about non-black people. I feel like a lot of the black folks that I met down there were from there and were not operating that way. But with that being said, I think about how colonization makes some people think certain places are just fun to go. And as much as I wanted to go to New Orleans ever since like I saw the footage of Katrina during like my school, in middle school, I think about how I grew up to notice, all the ways that like being in New Orleans was actually really it was very privileged. Even though like I was broke as shit down there, I wasn't as broke as people that are from there. And the fact that I could leave so many times and come back, like just like I said earlier, like if you get to leave your state, that's privilege. Like a lot of people don't get to leave their state. Like it's very hard to leave your state. On top of that, leaving your state and being good, again, very hard for a lot of people. So being able to go to another state and be good, being able to be on the internet and like talk to people on Craigslist, talk to people online and make connections to where like they're like, "Oh yeah, you can come live here." Like maybe there was a video chat, you know, but there was no extensive vetting period. True. Right. No, I also love giving people their first mushroom experience. Like I actually was like reading about this woman that goes traveling around like different like parts of like her country and like does like mushroom trips with them. Like goes to people's homes and like sits with them in sacred space. And I'm gonna be real with you, like that sounds lit as fuck. Like I'm actually like trying to think about how to like get that more mainstream because like I think maybe not mainstream, but like get that to be more of like something that I like work on trying to cultivate because I would really love a job where I do get to go out of my home and like travel, but I do also want a job where like I'm not traveling somewhere where the elements and the sweat and all the you know the bullshittery of life are gonna happen to me. Word. The West is really beautiful. Like the West is really, really, really beautiful. And if you get a chance to drive it, I hope you do. I know gas prices are demonic and the sun ain't shit. So trust me, I understand if you can't. But definitely drove through Arizona and Nevada and like couldn't believe. Actually, we drove through it on the way in. But then I wanna say we were trying to avoid Kansas. We were really trying to avoid Kansas. Ended up in Arkansas, or excuse me, I ended up in Arkansas, and I thought that was really funny because I don't know. We just started realizing that Arkansas and Kansas and or Arizona, like they're just running out of names. They're just like fuck it. But yeah, no, I feel like the West is nice. I feel like personally though, like on some climate change shit, it's the way people from Florida and Cali are moving here, and so I just have to believe like ecologically, like where I'm at is like one of the better places to be. Like there is water that was just surrounding us, but not enough to flood me out, like from where I am. Like I'm close to the water, but like not so close. And again, it's the ways that like even like the water level up here, like we are above sea level as fuck. Whereas the more south you go, the more you're below sea level. Like Louisiana, New Orleans is below sea level, and like people don't realize that like when Katrina hit, like when people look at a map, like unfortunately we always think like in raised, but there's parts of the world that are like really like bowl shaped. Like there's dips in the earth. And like it's not all because of climate change. Some of it is man made. Like people are like doing things in the earth and making different levels fall or rise. But also, just to put a pin in that combo and just bring up another thing, that there's a bunch of like underground cities and underground like places to dwell in this earth. And so I want us to consider that like in the future, I believe there will be like thriving cave systems. And I think it'll be deeper than just like people hiding out. Like I think people will start to learn how to live underground because the sun is going to be sunning. The sun going to sun. And I think about ways that humans will figure out how to go underground and be cool. Yeah, no, Arizona in summer is demonic. Like, I feel like going west in the summer, like, good luck, friends, good luck. I feel like if I'm going west in the summer, I'm going to maybe Oregon or Washington. And even then, even fucking then, like, it's not, no. Um, Not how's the Coke in Arizona. I'm crying. I want to be candid that I've only been offered Coke. I never bought it myself. I have never bought any Coke. And I'm not trying to flex. I'm just saying like it's just not for me. Like I've tried it several times. I feel like I tried it in a Coke blunt by accident. Then I want to say on Christmas, my ex girlfriend's mom made everyone do Coke with her. She was very much like, I don't want to do Coke by myself. And it's like, girl, that's none of our business, you know? But she a Virgo. She a Virgo. And so she forced us all to do cocaine on Christmas. And I want to say there was probably another time where I did it. I think in like maybe either in Boston or in Canada. I can't remember which. I want to say it was probably Canada though. And I was visiting like with my boyfriend's friend, and like it was wild as fuck because this is gonna sound. No, I'm not gonna tell the story. Nope, I'm not gonna tell the story. It's insane. It's real stupid. But I definitely did cocaine in Canada. But again, I never bought it. I was just there. People had it. People shared with me. I was grateful. But would I ever buy it? No. To be honest, this dude that I'm talking to on For the Fat Bitches, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not saying you're gonna find no love on there, but Woo Plus is funny as fuck. It's a plus size dating app, but I found a dude on there who's trying to like hook me up with some LSD, so I'm about to try that shit. I feel like I've tried it before, but like I never like tried it and like experimented. I feel like whenever I try stuff, a lot of times I'm out and about and someone's like, "Oh, I want to share with you," and I'm like, "Bet." And so I feel like when I did acid, like the last time I was with a bunch of people in college, and like it wasn't that deep. Like it was fun, but again, I wasn't really thinking about it as like a substance. I was thinking about it as just like a fun time with my friends. So I wasn't really thinking about what was happening. It was a good time, obviously, because I want to try it again. But I I think also the person that's trying to offer it to me, like, they're really fucking handsome, honestly. And I'm just like, dude, like, I feel like that's the thing. Like, whenever like men reach out to you to like share with you, like, especially plant medicine or any medicine, so many times they're basically like, I want to fuck you and I'll give you something. And it's like, girl, like, you gotta like build a connection to see if I like even think you're a cool person. Like, good God, like it's the way that men be like, I got a little treat, and it's like, don't you realize that like you're setting up the relationship to become transactional? Like, I feel like some men don't realize that, but some of them really do, and they're like, no, 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 I want you to be a sex worker. I want you to work for sex, and like I'm willing to trade trinkets, and it's like, yikes. Again, I feel like some people don't realize that, but like a lot of men like really want sex work. They want to do something for you, so that you work sex. Okay, like that's what some men really want. Like they'll literally show you something they can do for you, but what do they want? Sex. And it's awkward because again, there's times where people want a bunch of stuff from men, but they're only offering money. They're only offering something transactional. So just consider that like a lot more men are offering sex work than like a connection, relationship, friendship. Like they're not, like a lot of them are like, I'll give you something for coochie. And I think that's the thing that's so funny. It's like we demonize women or people that are non-men for like selling sex, but like really it's men who are expecting sex to be sold. They're expecting sex to be transactional. Like there are men that like do stuff for you and then they're like, I'm not getting any coochie. Like they're very confused. They're like, I paid into you. I'm your employer. And it's like, yikes. So just putting that out there, like some of y'all don't realize it, but you know, men are asking you to be a sex worker. And I think that might like make some femmes like be a little bit more understanding to sex workers that like a lot of men reach out to us to buy pussy. So we're like, hey, let's put on our sales cap and get this money, bitch. Like again, some of us never even give coochie. Like again, some of us are being reached out by men who are so lonely. They're like, I'll give you money to entertain me. And I know some people look down on that, but I want to just leave you with talking to a man for free is crazy work. And I know we don't live in a world where we're supposed to say that, but it's the truth. And I'm talking primarily about cis men, but honestly, masculine of center people too. It's crazy work. There are a lot of ways people can pay back or pour into you. And I hope that you feel confident enough to say, like, actually, these are my needs. Because again, notice the men will tell you what they want from you. They'll tell you very quickly what they expect, what they desire, what they don't like. Like they're giving you an order, bitch. Like they see you with a pen and a pad, like you're a fucking waitress. Like just keep that in mind. And so if you're getting a lot of men expecting sex, expecting love, attention, care, support, communication off these dating apps, like just keep that in mind. Like they're expecting you to give them something. So I think you can raise your expectations as well without it being something so I trade one drop of coochie for $1. Like it don't gotta be that, but I do think that equity in these romantic relationships is necessary to talk about upfront because a lot of men are like, hold on, you're not gonna pretend to be my mom. Hold on a second, you're not gonna be a maid that I can also fuck. Like again, I just want y'all to consider letting a man know, what you're interested in and standing on it. That's okay. Hearing that a man is telling you to your face that he's only interested in sexual conversation, blocking him, like that's okay. Like you don't have to explain to everybody that you're not a sex worker, but if you decide to be one, hey, if you decide, and again, even the decision is funny because it's like if you're poor and someone's offering you money for something, like again, it's the ways that a lot of times we're being coerced into things based on situation, circumstance, but anyways, I'm gonna go. I appreciate y'all for listening to me and chatting for so long. I really just wanted to talk and hang out for a minute, it's them days. But dinner is on this Sunday. Last Sunday, I feel like people were kind of like preoccupied and said like that Friday that they weren't gonna be around. If people are around on Sunday, I'm down to kick it. But I feel like I want to start coming up with themes for the dinner just to make it a little bit more like directioned or give it a little bit of, a little bit of whimsy. I'm down to collaborate on different themes people would like, just so that we have a bunch of them, and maybe we can put them in a hat or some shit. And everyone, has their own hat, and like every week someone else pulls something out of the hat. Just saying, but I was just wanting to consider that also sidebar. Me and Dan were talking about our wedding plans, and bitch, we decided that our wedding theme is like 1970s. Like, bitch, I'm so fucking excited. Like, we just had so many good conversations about like how we want to look at the wedding and like what we want to do. And I'm just so fucking excited because like I don't know who all about to be there, bitch. I don't like everybody, but I do think I might do a live. I do think I might invite y'all to my wedding. I do think I might do that. But I will be screen recording so I can see all the comments afterwards, bitch, because I do want to see all the congratulations. But I really am thinking about it. But yeah, I want a big ass afro. I think it might be pink. I'm not sure about my outfit. I'm really not fucking sure, but I feel like I really want something really just gaudy. I'm also thinking about a fall wedding just so that we can wear furs and be dramatic. Not real fur, bitch, but I just want to be dramatic as fuck. Like a 1970s bitch, let's be real. I don't know. I just feel like we want it. We want our wedding to give. There's cocaine here. That's really the plan. We want our wedding to give like there's jungle juice being served. I feel like instead of a cake, there might just be a brick of cocaine. I'm not sure. Like, or maybe a cake shaped like a brick of cocaine because I am fat. Let's be real. I'm going to have a cake. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for cake. You cannot say cocaine wedding cake. They're tired of me. They're so fucking tired of me.